Hi, I'm Greg from Yellow, and I'd like to welcome all of Hobart today to our webinar on marketing during COVID-19. First, a quick apology. I'd love to be down there in Hobart, in your local community, with our local Yellow team members talking to you about marketing during COVID-19. Unfortunately, during the current circumstances, that's not possible, so I'm going to join you from my lounge room today. But as soon as the restrictions are lifted and I can jump in a plane, I look forward to flying down there, meeting with our local team and meeting with the local businesses down there in Hobart and meeting some of you face to face. We know that many members of the Hobart community still love using their local newspapers and Yellow Pages print edition to find their products and services. What we are finding during COVID-19 and people being in lockdown is that more and more people are turning to digital media, social media, websites, Google to do their research and find out what they want to buy and who they want to buy it from. And in particular, we're on social media more than ever. And it makes sense. This is a grassroots community-led communication forum. So when you can't be part of a face-to-face discussion, platforms like Facebook and Instagram are the next best thing. Now here's an interesting fact. Even before COVID-19, you guys, Tassie, had the highest usage frequency of social media across all the states in Australia. Combine this with the fact that social media is generally booming, small and medium businesses in Hobart and Tassie have a great opportunity to stay connected with their customers online via social media. And while customers can always find you using the Yellow Pages book, being online, especially on social, gives you the chance to connect with your customers in real time in the tone that's right for the moment. An online presence also makes it easier to respond to customer inquiries and update your trading hours or situation. If things have changed since coronavirus, it's important to keep customers up to date with your current operating hours and your current way that you're doing business. And also remember that when we come out of this, customers will still be there. So staying top of mind when they're doing their research and they're looking at what they're going to buy and who they're going to buy it from now, even though they may not make that purchase for another week or month, is really, really important to make sure that you come out of COVID-19 as strong as possible. So what do you need to do? Well, if you're not already on Facebook, that's a great place to start. Start by creating a business profile page. It's pretty straightforward. There's lots of areas on the page you can put details about your business, operating hours, even making bookings online with customers. To build up your followers, try following pages that are related to your business. It doesn't have to be a direct competitor. If you're in hospitality, you may look at foodie accounts or local farmers markets, that sort of thing. If you're a plumber, you could follow a few local carpenters, builders, bathroom display centres, that type of thing. And spread the word with family and friends. Ask them to follow you, share your page, and if you have a way to contact your customers direct, send them a little note. Ask them to jump on board, have a look at your social page, have a look at your Facebook page, and like the page as well. And don't forget to include your social details on your web page as well. Next up, let's have a look at what to post. It's important to keep fresh and relevant content updated regularly on your social pages such as Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. Content can be anything from a post letting advertisers know your opening hours and your current way of doing business. Just make sure that it's sensitive to the current environment. Definitely don't oversell. You really want it to come across as informational. You could have a handy checklist about things that you should do before making a purchase in your particular industry, or even a list of frequently asked questions, which you do see a lot of businesses doing in today's COVID-19 environment. On a more personal level, you could have a photo of yourself or your team or your staff members with a little bio about them explaining how long they've been in the industry and what working for your company and the customers mean to them personally. There's a huge range of options here. Just make sure it's relevant to your business and appropriate during COVID-19. Video content is also really popular on social media, particularly Facebook and Instagram. Sharing a sort of 6 to 30 second video on these channels will help you build an audience and a potential customer base. You could share a DIY clip, so how to unblock your own toilet, or you could share a short interview with one of your team members. Even interviewing one of your customers who's had a fantastic experience as a testimonial is a great thing to share with potential customers and consumers across social media. Lots of businesses advertise on Facebook and LinkedIn because you can be really targeted about the type of audience that you're trying to put your message in front of. When you're starting out, however, you may just decide to work on your branding and put information up about your business that explains to people what you do. Just start fairly broad. And then as you get better at it, and as you get deeper into it, you can start getting a little bit more creative about creating certain posts that are going to appeal to certain markets. So if part of your market, say being a hairdresser, is for weddings and engagements, you can actually target people on Facebook who have an upcoming wedding or an upcoming engagement and put posts in front of them that talk about weddings that you've done in your past and your speciality that you have around wedding styles and wedding haircuts. So that's a bit of an overview on social media. If you'd like more detail, our Yellow Business Hub has a handy ebook on social media that explains pretty much everything you need to know in a step-by-step way. In addition to social media, there's a range of simple ways that you can start to build your business online and tap into those searches. Make sure that you have a website that optimizes to mobile devices. This means that customers will easily be able to contact you and get the information they need while they're out and about. In fact, over 60% of visits to websites these days does come from consumers on their mobile phones. So it's really, really important that your website looks fantastic when being viewed from a mobile device. Having a good website means that you have lots and lots of up-to-date information and useful content. At the very least, make sure you have a good description of what your business offers and the different products and services and how people can contact you. Images and videos make it more appealing and make people stick around on your site longer, which means that Google thinks that your website is a lot more attractive, maybe compared to your competitors. So when people are searching for your products and services, it's more likely to rank your website up near the top of its search results page. That's called search engine optimization, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. If possible, get your website built by a professional website developer that has accreditations with major search engines like Google and Bing. This will maximise the chance of your site being found by the right customers at the right time and will showcase your business to deliver a fantastic first impression and great user experience. This means a clear site navigation, relevant use of keywords, and a fast load speed, particularly on those mobile devices. Now there's 3 ways you can get found on a Google search results page. So when you type in plumber in Hobart and all the different results come up on the Google search results page, there's 3 ways. The first one is search engine marketing. Now they're the ads that appear up the top of the page. They have the little word ad next to them, and that's where businesses have paid to appear up the top of Google when people type in certain search terms, like plumber in Hobart. The second way is getting your website optimized so that Google thinks it's the most important website when somebody types in plumber in Hobart, and it positions your website in that free organic section underneath the paid ads on the first page of Google, which is really important because 98% of all searches or all clicks happen on that first page of Google. And the third way is via directories, and that's the one I'd like to focus on today. With directories, they've already done the hard work to make sure that their websites are optimized to appear on that first page of Google. And if I use Yellow Pages Online, for example, we have 4.2 million people land on our site every single month. Most of them have come directly from Google or Bing. The reason that happens is because our pages are optimized with fantastic content, great images, lots of video. And it means that there's over 1 million keywords that people type into Google where Yellow Pages will appear on those Google search results. And in fact, Yellow Pages appears in over 50 million Google searches every single week. So if you, for example, do want your business, let's say it is a plumber in Hobart, to appear on that first page of Google, you can pay to have your business appear up the top using search engine marketing. You can have somebody optimize your website so that it appears in that organic section, or Yellow Pages will appear high up in those search results for plumbers in Hobart, and you can just make sure you've got a great listing under yellowpages.com so that when somebody does search for a plumber in Hobart, Yellow Pages comes up, consumers click on Yellow Pages, and your business has a nice prominent listing there for when people want to get a plumber in Hobart. So thanks Hobart, that's a wrap from me today. We've talked about social media, we've talked about websites, we had a quick look at search engine marketing and search engine optimization, and we've talked about directories like Yellow Pages Online. If you'd like any more information on any of those things, you can head to the Yellow Business Hub or email from me directly at greg.nicole@census.com.au. And if you'd like to get started with your free business listing online, jump onto yellow.com.au and sign up for a free Yellow online listing. Initially, it'll cost you nothing. Thanks again, Hobart. That's all for this webinar. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the other side of COVID.